September, we're going out for brunch. The New Bakery.
I didn't see this bit first out.
Welcome to September. The first week and a bit has kind of been a lot of nothing because both Sam and I got colds, quite bad colds, which we've mainly recovered from. So today we are going out to see a show called Dungeons of Dankness. Dungeons of Dankness, which with Sarah and James. So we're going to go out for dinner first somewhere that's open and has space, and then we're going to go to the show afterwards.
They're doing 70% off their thing right now.
Oh, nice! Yes. And that's also the same thing. Like, you're always...
We don't have to be, but yeah.
I found that Zach has TikTok.
Oh, yeah?
To treat the plants inside, but the plastic is allowed inside, so you can treat inside. Just put them.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hello. Excuse the odd setup, but I am about to make some marmalade, hopefully. So this is to stop any hair falling off my head and into the jam, though it's not doing a great job right now. So, jam, marmalade, it's all the same thing. So I've got some oranges, and I'm going to use those with a bit of spiced rum and orange flavored whiskey, and see how that turns out, because pretty much all of my strawberry jam is now gone. I've just got a very small amount left, so it's time to try something new. Okay, so for this, I'm kind of doing my own recipe. I'm going to make it up as I go along, and it's going to be an experiment, and we're going to see how much I like it. But for the moment, what we're going to do is peel these, so that I just take the rind and not the, what do they call it, the pith. And that's where we're going to start. Okay, so I've peeled the oranges, they're all peeled, and I've been cutting up the rind into little strips. I'm not sure exactly how much rind I want to use yet. My idea is to put some alcohol in with the rinds to like help them soften up a little bit before we cook, and hopefully they'll kind of soak up the alcohol a little bit. I don't really know how porous rinds are, but doesn't really matter anyway because all the alcohol's going in there. So I think while that's soaking, I'm going to cut up the oranges into a bowl to collect the orange juice and try and remove them from the segments from the membrane. I just threw the wrong thing away. I've got my rinds and my oranges in here with a lot of orange juice. So I'm just going to put it in here and give all that stuff a bit of a mash. The reason I wanted to do this was for a variety, well, mainly for two reasons. First of all, it is New Zealand Mental Health Week this week, and one of the things was to try something new and experiment, so that's part of the reason I'm doing this. The other part is, like, I've been wanting to make another jam for a while after our strawberry jam kind of ran out, and I have a friend who is leaving to go and live in Australia, and she can't eat strawberries, she's allergic to them, so she never got to try any of my jam. So this is her last opportunity to try my raved about jam with its extra secret ingredients, and yeah, I wanted to make sure she had an opportunity to try some before she goes, because she keeps asking me to make more jam. So this is my jam equivalent because fruits are in very short supply in New Zealand at the moment. And it's hopefully boiling. We'll see how long it takes to become jam. It smells great though. It smells real good. Get that back in there. Get back in there. But here's the honey haul. So much honey.
You're balanced. It's the opposite of min maxim here. I don't know what you call that. It's just
Yeah, I have
balanced.
nothing but friendliness.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Bravo! Bravo!
Spit on it.
Hello. Let me close the window. Okay. We have come back from our trip at Great Barrier. It was a bit touch and go as to whether we would actually make it back to Auckland because the cloud cover and the fog was so thick that they couldn't see the runway on Great Barrier. So we were the second flight out of 2 that left yesterday. But we had a really great time, and it was super nice to get out of Auckland get out of Auckland City, I should say, and spend some time in nature and just sort of hang out, spend quality time with friends. So that was fun. Now today we are going to a new pop-up thing called Hyper Cinema, which kind of basically, from what I understand, creates a film based off of yourself. It's like an AI generated film, and they use pictures of you to create it. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be allowed to film what it is that gets made, but it should be a very interesting experience. Get to see us on the big screen.
Enjoy.
Hello.
I'll get this set up for you.
And now we'll go to number 2 there.
Stay in the same position. Great work.
See exactly fine.
I know.
Oh, that's
1976.
and I sought a global acclaim for remarkably addressing my compassionate deficit using AI.
It was smoky, bustling and teeming with stray animals. All took shelter in the narrow, grimy streets of East End. Her most valued possession was a brass locket she wore, an improvised ring of profession. This insignia, bestowed by her ailing grandmother, symbolized her commitment to animal welfare, a silent pact between her and the universe.
Stay tuned. After the break, Liana's quiet world erupts with the mysterious glow of an ethereal cat in Stonehenge.
How did it know that I came from the UK?
Her spoken whispers, their candid recollections of Ball, treading a tightrope of admiration and distaste, a bitter but unforgettable Hollywood cocktail.
Working with Liana was a task, avoiding Rogue Peas tricky. Avoiding Rogue Peas was tricky. Whenever she was vexed, we'd brace for flying lagoon.
Liana and Caroline Herschel became great friends, their lives intertwined through tales of stars and animal instincts. Liana developed an eccentric interest in a peculiar hourglass filled with bone-white sand, which she kept by her side at all times. A seemingly monotonous rhythm had settled in her life, but as the fog began to shroud the Stonehenge, she had a sense that ordinary life was about to end.
In the icy dawn of 1810, Liana's fate awaited within Stonehenge's mystique. I'm Professor William Thatch. I'm a senior lecturer at Gideon College, Oxford University. On a secluded foggy morning in 1810, amidst the mystical setting of Stonehenge, Liana senses an unnatural stir amongst the felines. Suddenly, an ethereal cat-like figure glowing in silver materializes. Its mesmerizing outline cuts through the mist, leaving Liana breathless. It draws closer, sweeping a ghostly paw against her locket. An incredible surge of knowledge, an understanding of animals, rushes into Liana.
In the throbbing heart of big business, a realm where compassion often withers in the insatiable pursuit of profit, darkness intervenes. Dipping its quill into the ink of greed, it scripts tales of downfall. Yet amidst this looming foreboding, a youthful apparition emerged, promising a ripple of benevolence. Liana Ball, a beacon of empathy in Wall Street's steel-hearted narrative. In her prime, Liana Ball commanded sterling capital like a maestro, her very baton the audacity that tore through Wall Street, reshaping its cold calculus with a beat of compassion. Yet, blinded by this consuming symphony of empathy, she danced her downfall, her actions echoing eternally in the vast financial auditorium.
Ball's downfall stunned Wall Street. Her impact on finance was indelible. Intriguingly, her downfall was tied to a ring, a detail that baffled us all.
Liana Ball, the youngest CEO of Sterling Capital, began embezzling funds for charities. Her downfall was a ring containing evidence of her crimes. Unknowingly exposed, she crashed dramatically, leaving an echoing reminder in finance. Even noble intentions can't justify unlawful means.
Oh no.
Ball's career was derailed in 1951 when instead of regularly walking the red carpet, she recoiled from the limelight, seeking solace among family.